Welcome back, everybody. Game 2 of this best-of-3 grand finals, the DotaTalk Open SCA Regional. This is between Armaggeddon and EoG. I am joined once again by my courageous co-caster, Mott. How you doing?
I'm feeling courageous currently.
You should, because that's how I introduced you.
Good. What can you say about these two teams? I mean, flawless positioning in the last game, flawless play coming out from Armaggeddon. You know, somebody in chat said that Tidehunter is really good. I have to agree with them. He played exceptionally well, and man, was that an exciting game! I got to say, I was telling Jay, I'm sweating right now. I'm absolutely sweating.
It was just the amazing team fight. I mean, they last picked an Earthshaker. We were like predicting some kind of carry, right? And sure enough, they're like, no, we don't need that. We have Tinker, we have Tidehunter, we have Earthshaker, we have a ton of damage. Shadow Demon, and like I've said in past games, Shadow Demon with that extra damage from Soul Catcher almost makes anyone an auto attacker or a heavy damage dealer late game, just because of 50% damage amplification.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see a Shadow Demon ban here, honestly, but then again, you leave the opportunity open for other heroes, that being said. Now, the question remains, if you are Armaggeddon, do you run the same type of team comp again? Do you go with that heavy team fight potential? Or does it depend on who you get with your first two picks here?
I think, honestly, they're just going to want that Tinker again, and then they'll build it from there. I mean, I think Tinker's just such a valuable pick. Yep, he's going to get banned because they know how important he is as a hero. So they're going to ban him because they know they're not first pick this game. I think a really smart choice. Leaving Invoker, Nature's Prophet's still in the game. Oh, no, he's not. Excuse me. He is banned. So they ban out double mobility as well as the Daga Siren, leaving a bunch of heroes still in the game here. Invoker, I think, a very smart first choice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, FK did play him really well. It just the team fight on the side of EoG just did not work for them, and I think they're going to try something different. Rubik was not banned out. That's a great pickup, followed by Leshrac. Excellent pickups there, I think.
Yeah, wow, Rubik Leshrac, really start, because yeah, Rubik was banned last game, now he is in this one, and they're going to take Shadow Demon from themselves using that Soul Catcher and Disruption. I mean, it just really is a fantastic combination for him. You know, so now they have some heavy damage already with these first two, and they went that Quas Exort, so Invoker being more of like a heavy hitter instead of like a EMP Tornado kind of Invoker. So we'll see if he goes that similar build this game or not. Rubik Spellsteal. Now this is where it gets tricky, because now that he's in the game, do you go for an Enigma or Tidehunter or no?
I'd say, do you mean on the side of EoG or do you mean on the side of Armaggeddon?
I'm sorry, on EoG side.
Okay, I don't know. I think if you pick an Enigma, you're really risking it, because like we saw in the last game, if you have good positioning, which Armaggeddon certainly does, they can keep that Rubik out of the black hole. He'll steal the black hole as the Enigma's channeling it, then just cast one on its own on top of the Enigma just to stop him, or just lift him up with telekinesis or things of that nature. So I think you don't take the risk, but then again, I've seen crazier things, and I could be wrong here. But that gives Armaggeddon free reign to pick the team fight heroes, which, well, they did pretty well with last game, so I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that again. And if I was EoG, I'd honestly ban Tidehunter in the next set of bans, if they don't pick him up here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see. And you see that reserve time. Last game, EoG had no trouble with theirs. You know, they had still a minute 30 on the clock. This game, they're already 30 seconds. They're like, oh, God, we have to be serious. We got to pick these for real here. I mean, it's only $150, but it's still money on the line. You know, these teams both are here to win it, and they're not going to just give up easily. The Brewmaster picked up in a quick Chaos Knight.
Yeah, that's very interesting to see. I mean, I love Brewmaster. He's certainly really strong. Got a really great right click early on. His Thunderclap is very strong as well. Plus, the Primal Split is the most annoying thing in a team fight to deal with. So that kind of leaves it. If you go for Tidehunter or what have you, any sort of team fight hero now, those Brewlings are immune to that sort of thing. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind. And that Brewmaster can certainly take people down pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's definitely, once again, though, a mid-game pusher. And Morphling, who was banned out at this stage, as well as Lone Druid, both in the game. Now, we'll see if they get banned out again. We've seen a Dafa play an amazing Lone Druid last game. Or not last game.
Lone Druid was the second ban on the side of the Radiant here.
Oh, my gosh. Where is my head? This is why you're here, Mom.
On your shoulders?
Keep me in check. No, apparently it's lopped off, because I've called the bands wrong completely here. I called H's Prophet wrong too, but that's okay. What?
Lena, okay.
What?
I don't know.
Lena.
I think they banned that out because they saw the Chaos Knight and they didn't want to go for a Chaos Bolt Light Strike Array combo. But I think that's the least of your worries.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not the most of your problems. I mean, she's effective. She'll kill your single target pretty well. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's who I would have picked. I mean, oh no, you look at this Radiant lineup. They have good late game, Chaos Knight, Leshrac, and Rubik, all three. Honestly, pretty good pushing with the two of them on the end there. They've kind of got it all packaged up. What would finish that out? Would it be a strong jungler like Enigma or Chen? Oh, no, it wouldn't be Chen. Well, it could be.
Could be
probably
him.
Not.
I'm not sure. I'll just have to wait and see what they decide to pick here. I don't want to guess because after the last game, how things shaped out in the pick ban phase, I'm not 100% sure, honestly. But we'll see in a minute. They do ban out the Broodmother on the side of EoG.
I'm surprised Broodmother doesn't get picked up quick. I guess they just don't value him as much as these other heroes.
She used to be really strong, I think, but with the heroes that are in the game right now, she's a little less. The thing about her is she's really good at pushing, but I mean it takes her a while to get her right click damage up, and I mean she can escape pretty easily, but it's countered by dust or sentry wards or what have you. She's also fast, but if you have enough stuns, I mean, she's a good pickup, but it's a good ban as well too. So we'll see what they decide to do after that. Windrunner banned out finally. So like
she has proven her worth, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, done a fantastic job soloing it up. Last game, she was getting a ton of farm.
Yeah, that power shot is strong.
Yeah, she was able to kill those Eidolons really easily. So I think a pretty solid choice there. And now pick back in EoG's favor. So we'll have to see what they want to do here. I'm not exactly sure what direction they want to take this. They could go a jungler here. They've had a jungler pretty frequently, so I wouldn't be heartily surprised. They do like that Chen. Maybe they'll go something like that again.
I would not be surprised to see a Chen here, but that being said, they might want to switch it around and say, let's just take this in a completely different direction. Also, 8 seconds left on their pick phase here. I mean, they're really close. They're going to pick up the Sand King, though, which is interesting, I'd say.
Well, they just got team fighted last game, and they're like, you know what, we want some of that.
That's true. And now at this point, they have the Invoker and the Brewmaster. Do you stick with those guys, or do you pick an agility carry, or are you fine with that? I think that they need one more utility hero, honestly.
They're not going to go carry, I don't think.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I
They
agree.
could go Morphling. Like, that's the only thing I would say is acceptable, because he also has utility, especially if you go shotgun.
Yeah.
But it's still, that'd be questionable at most. I think they need more. They have great... Look at this CC, first of all. The Shadow Demon Disruption, the Impale from Sand King, the Invoker has an arsenal of them, and then Brewmaster, when he ulties, has the Cyclone as well as the Throw Rock. So... they've already got a ton of CC in this fight. If you wrap up, like... I mean, I almost wanted to say Tide Hunter. I know that's scary when you're against a Rubik, but if you Ravage and Anchor Smash, like we were saying before, it's not that much of a threat.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, especially when they're in the air, it's difficult to steal. I mean, you just Anchor Smash right as they're in the air after you use that Ravage and pop it off, and just you're safe, essentially. Now, I'd be very surprised to see not a tri-lane coming out from EoG here. They have a tri-lane potential here. You send the Invoker mid, and then maybe get a solo lane hero here somehow. And then go for a tri-lane with maybe SK, Brewmaster, and Shadow Demon, perhaps. I'm not sure, actually.
These are kind of tricky. Anything with the Brewmaster, I think, is tricky to call lanes. He can solo and he can duo. Like, it's hard to predict which lane he's going to actually fall into. So I think I normally see him in that short lane, getting the free farm with a support. But mid, he's proven to be there effective as well. And Chaos Knight, we've seen a lot go duo mid. A lot.
Especially if you can get somebody like an Ancient Apparition or a Queen of Pain.
Well, Queen of Pain doesn't have to take mid, but she is really good at it.
Yeah, she can take, if they go double mid, she can take a solo side lane. So
I just thinking of Chaos Knight, though, Leshrac would be a great duo in mid, because you're pretty certain you're going to go against Invoker solo mid, right? At this point. And Chaos Knight Leshrac is going to win that pretty easily. They can get that double stun combo. Invoker does not have a lot to work with.
I'm telling you, though, I'd really like to see an AA up on the side of Armaggeddon. I think that could be really useful. And that Cold Feet, the Chaos Bolt and the Cold Feet is really nice to have. 1 second. They only have 5 seconds of bonus time here, so EoG does need to pick now. They have to pick something here.
Do they?
Something. Crystal Maiden will be, so going for another hard support there.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that myself either.
the Frostbite, I guess, will be nice against Queen of Pain and Chaos Knight to try to hold them in place while they're doing stuff. But I mean, this is the heaviest investment in early mid game I've seen in a while. You know, they're just really focused on it. I mean, at least late game, Invoker can start doing a ton of damage with all the spells and auto attacks. And then, like I said, Soul Catcher, we said this last game, it pretty much makes anyone a good auto attacker just because of the extra damage they take. But
Yep.
I mean, you're against that Chaos Knight late game. If he gets that Black Ink bar, I mean, I say it time and time again, but if he does, what is this Dire going to do?
Yeah, well, either way, it's going to be exciting. In the last pickup, they've got 10 seconds, Armaggeddon does, so I don't know what they're going to go here. Chen. All right, so they pick up the Chen for the jungler.
Okay.
So rather they'll probably still dual main with the Leshrac, like you were saying, dual mid, or we could see something completely different. I don't know.
They're going to do a mid. I think they're going to. Well, here's what would make sense to me. They're going to send Queen of Pain by herself in the lane because
Right.
she can blink and escape easily. They are going to probably send Rubik mid, and then maybe Leshrac Chaos Knight duo with Chen in the jungle. That's my original hypothesis. Now, obviously, who knows what they plan on doing, but it's going to be interesting to see either way.
That'd be a strong tri lane if they have Chen in the jungle with Leshrac and Chaos Knight, you know, in that lane. And then Rubik is, I think, a really underrated mid hero that not enough people play. And if you see Dendi and Sing Sing play it all the time for good reason. And he's one of my favorite heroes just because of the CC ability that he's got. And on top of the fact that he could steal your spells, which is annoying as all heck, and the Fade Bolt is a really strong nuke, especially in the early game. But we're going to get into the game here, and I'm excited as everything.
Excited as everything.
Everything.
That's quite an excitement level, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't get more excited than that, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it's possible, no. I'm going to go over Armageddon really quick for introductions here. We got Sharp going to play that Chen. Bing, bang, bong on Queen of Pain. That name's just fun. I like it. Lytera going to be on the Shrek. Phasal, if you want to call it that, on Chaos Knight. And then Sidious C, almost D, but not quite, on the Rubik mid.
All right, and on the side of the Radiant for EoG, we'll have Raimi on the Invoker. We'll have FK on the Brewmaster. Love Rain will be on the Shadow Demon. Lubs will be on the Crystal Maiden. And finally, in the top lane, Dafa will be on the Sand King. So it looks like tri-lane for the bottom here for the side of the Radiant. Meanwhile, Dafa will have a solo lane against tri-lane. So the tri-lane will be in the top lane for the Dire side, so they do decide to go with that Chen in that jungle.
So Sand King's obviously going to have a lot more troubles against this tri-lane than Queen of Pain will.
30 seconds
I mean,
to battle.
it's going to be scary. If he gets caught out at all, he's in a lot of trouble. And he can't just Sandstorm because, you have Split Earth. It's going to knock him right out.
Land right on it, yeah.
So he's going to have a lot of work ahead of him to get any kind of experience or farm.
Are they going to rotate down and maybe match tri-lane for tri-lane here?
That would be smart if they... I don't know how they... They must have seen Queen of Pain or something? Like, I'm not sure how they were aware of that.
I think they're both just switching positions. Both teams are literally going through mid, so nothing is accomplished by this at all.
Well, except that now Sand King's solo in his own short lane, which is kind of nice. Like, that's a lot better than soloing long lane.
Right. Right. Now, question. If you have a Chen in your own jungle, does that still count as a tri-lane? Even though he's, like, jungling in your own...
I think people call that an aggressive jungle tri-lane or something.
No, isn't an aggressive jungle tri-lane what they're doing right now with them in their jungle?
Yes, this is aggressive jungle tri-lane.
So then, never mind. We're not going to get caught up on semantics. I don't really care that much. Good. So now Quap will be up here against top, and Sand King will be up here in bottom, and it's just going to be rough for both heroes. So
yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see. I mean, there's an Invis CM lurking around, but I'm not exactly sure how she wants to go in. I mean, Queen of Pain already all the way back here, so not going to happen. Leshrac and Chen just going kind of jungling together. Kind of an interesting choice here. A pull comes out for Sand King. So he's just kind of hanging out. Hasn't spent his point yet. I think a very smart idea. Okay, going level 1 Sandstorm, actually. So hoping that Leshrac's nowhere near him whenever he uses that, I suppose. And what is this rotation? Crystal Maiden and Shadow Demon going the long way to mid.
Yeah, and this is just taking away experience and gold from them. Not that they would get gold, but they're moving down, and well, they have to. I mean, they've got to head down to that bottom lane because if Sand King will die out if they don't. Meanwhile, Rubik might be in some trouble here. I don't know if he sees.
He did.
Did he?
He saw them.
Oh, there's a Sentry Ward up here too, so they probably saw him. Oh, wait, no, that's
No, they
Radiant's
didn't.
support.
But maybe he didn't even see him. But he's playing very defensive, or he was. Here comes disruption. The Frostbite's going to follow that up as well. Oh, and the Sunstrike. Oh my gosh,
That's
what a
telekinesis.
telekinesis! What an amazing play by Rubik there. And Chen, in the meantime, gonna actually not. Oh my gosh, Sand King. Oh wow, how did he get a kill?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, I'd imagine that they probably dove the tower. He probably, if he had Burrow Strike, which I don't know if he does or not. Yeah, he does have Burrow Strike. He probably just Burrow Strike right next to the tower, so they just took damage from the tower, which probably killed him. But yeah, that telekinesis was great. I mean, if that Frostbite lands, it's probably a kill on Insidious. So
Oh, Sand King poured it in. Split Earth comes out, but they're still level 2 and 3. I mean, they really can't be tanking these tower hits at this point, but they're going for some push, and you see the rotation now, making this a tri-lane versus tri-lane, but these are level 1 supports over here. They only got their original spells. You see these other heroes have a couple spells in their arsenal, and it's going to be a lot harder for them to match up. Chaos Knight actually going to get disrupted. They're ready to fight this. He does not have his support anywhere near him. They're going to impale now. Can they do enough damage? The Frostbite? Yes. Sunstrike comes out, but not in time. Crystal Main does get the kill, unfortunately for them, but still a really fantastic gank.
yeah, I don't know what they were doing in the jungle there. I guess they didn't see Love Rain and Love's come in, so Chaos Knight wasn't expecting the two to come. But you gotta be aware if they're missing from top from that long, you have to assume they're coming there. So I don't know what they were trying to pull off.
Yeah, they just were trying to rotate through, and yeah, I mean the supports just came in really well there. There is no wards from the Dire. Well, there is one, but they came the other way. They came from below, so they couldn't actually spot them out in time. And Chaos Knight, as tanky as he is up front, not quite enough to survive something like that. Last hit-wise, though, Queen of Pain going to win, just barely, though, by about 3 CS here in the top lane. Mid lane, it looks dead even, except for 8 denies on Rubik. So that's quite a bit, and it's really not hard. That Fade Bolt not only does damage, but of course lowers the auto-attack damage of the hero. By 26 at this rank. Disruption. Bottom. Sunstrike. Gonna land perfectly. Impale will get the kill. Doesn't even need it. Crystal Main gets another kill. Oh, that's kind of really unfortunate now. She's gotten 2 kills as support, but I guess that's just more wards for your team.
Yeah, get some farm on the Crystal Maid. Maybe she'll go Aghanim Scepter or something like that. You know, a little bit more team fight.
Yeah, they are.
Could happen. It could happen.
I'm sorry, I had to take a drink of my drink. My
drink
drink,
of your drink,
if
huh?
you will. If you want to call it a drink. You might not. Anyways, Master, I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes.
I don't know what you're implying, but okay.
I don't either. I'm nothing really. I'm just kind of talking. It's fun sometimes. Mid lane though, Rubik definitely looks like she's getting a pretty good handle of it. I mean, like I said, that Fade Bolt makes him such an effective one-on-one hero, just for last hitting in general. Although he's not winning by a ton, it still is a bit of an advantage. And he's going to try to keep those denies up to deny that experience as much as possible. But those Sunstrikes, he's a global hero with this Exort build. And it's really, already twice now, been really nice for getting some of those kills.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so nice to have that global hero. He's hit a lot of those Sunstrikes, like you said. It's just very effective. Meanwhile, Sharp and Lytera will rotate down here. They're going to go behind the Invoker here. By the way, look at Invoker's...
Sunstrike, they want it top. Ping comes out. He wants the Sunstrike so bad. It'd be a complete guess, though. And he's not using it. Just choosing not to guess at all. I would figure why wouldn't you have gone for it? Oh, no, the dive. Panda knows he has to run back. What's he going to do, though? He doesn't have any much choices. Yep, he's just going to fall for it. Where is any kind of Sunstrike on this lineup? I want to see something.
Anything.
Poor guy.
Look
Left for
at
dead.
Ramey's items in middle. Look at them.
Hey, GG branches win games.
That's true, they do. And they're pretty effective. Rubik's chasing
Comes
after
out,
them.
Frostbite, Chaos Knight. Do they have a disruption to follow? Not quite. Not going to get it, and he's going to be fine. But Chaos Knight's been really denied after that first kill. He's got 3 and 4 CS. Oh my god, that's really low for your hard carry.
Yeah, if they're going to go with the carry in Chaos Knight, they need to get him some farm, some CS. He's only level 2 right now. I mean, he's dealing with these 2 supports, and he's having a tough time of it too, so they need to figure something out. They might want to have to rotate down here. I don't know why Lytera and Sharp left the lane in the first place. I think they should just help him out there and just help him get farm.
Oh no.
Because I think Queen of Pain can handle herself.
Invoker delivered treads to himself and didn't have room, so it just went back. Oh, here it comes. Okay. He's like, oh, wait a second. I don't have treads yet. Second of all, he went treads. That's not very normal on Invoker.
No, I mean, you really usually see that the phase boots, but I guess the attack speed's nice to have, especially with your Exort
top.
build.
Split Earth. Oh, just barely missing. Brewmaster has that ulti now, by the way, and a bottle. So he looks like he's actually kind of winning against this Queen of Pain, not CS-wise, but he can dish out a ton of damage at Thunderclap. And even though she has Blink, she's still taking a lot of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's another one, like you said. I mean, it does a lot of damage. Like, it took off like a quarter of her health, and he's got a bottle now, like you said. If he really wanted to go, if he had some...
Knight mid, Sunstrike gonna land again with a disruption. Crystal Maid's on a killing spree. This is the most efficient Crystal Maid I've seen in a very long time.
Oh, the Sunstrike. He stole it. He stole the Sunstrike.
Oh my god, how did I not see that?
He stole the Sunstrike and got it right on Shadow Demon. Incredible.
Oh, Brewmaster! What a smoke! Oh my god. Oh no, they're coming out though. And there's a stun. Shen taking some damage. He'll be fine though. You see a Cyclone coming out. They want to disrupt that Quap instantly, but that's going to have to be lightning reflexes. Not going to be in time, but that Blink was way too short. Frostbite comes out. Queen of Pain does kill the Brewmaster though, but Sankin gets a kill buyback. Wants to TP in instantly, and she will just do that.
It's wonderful.
Keep going.
Mid, but that's Sunstrike steal. Oh my god, I'm still mad I missed that.
I was like, wait, what? For a second, because I thought Invoker Sunstrike. I'm like, well, no, that was Shadow Demon. It's on his team. I'm like, oh, Rubik. You didn't, did you?
Oh,
it's pretty funny.
That is the spell to steal early on.
It is.
Fantastic.
Especially, it was a snipe and a half, I'll tell you that much.
It usually is.
Yeah, well.
It usually involves some kind of skill with aiming, I would have to admit.
Yeah, well.
Well, you know. Push coming out on top a little bit. Not a lot, though. They can't do much yet. They have Leshrac, but they can't get in. So they're just kind of getting repelled. Just kind of some Shadow Poison taking it back.
Brewmaster rotated bottom, though.
He did. He's going to put some pressure on that tower now. I mean, the thing is, I actually am liking the CM a lot right now. The Frostbite has really helped hold down a lot of heroes, and you know, it's kind of underrated as a CC, but it's actually pretty nice to have, especially against heroes with Blink. It's going to hold them there. So really nice actually coming out there.
Yeah, and it's really good to just stop that push as well. Plus, if she only has 1 point in Crystal Nova, getting the 1 point in the Arcane Aura just to get some bonus mana regen, which it's nice to have, especially with somebody like Sand King or a Shadow Demon.
Look at all these Shadow Poisons coming out. Just ticking away.
Four charges on the cast now.
It's only a rank 1, though. Unfortunately,
yeah.
It's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, it just pops for about 100.
Good fortify to make sure that the Edict doesn't hit through the tower. Only about half of it does, which is still a lot.
They want a Reality Rift. Look at that Tornado chasing down this Shadow Demon. Here we go. The Impale, though, coming in. Burrow Strike, excuse me. Now actually the Sandstorm, and now look at all the damage. Chaos Knight just dying to Crystal Maiden over and over. She is
Crystal
dominating
Maiden.
him. And actually Brewmaster now coming in, steals the Thunderclap on Rubik this time. Waiting to use it here, coming in, possibly going to try to drop it on one of these heroes. A Frostbite, Epicenter, not going to be in time. Rubik gets a kill. Will he get TP in time? Oh my god. He does.
Double kill on the
Rubik. Chased
Rubik.
down now. Leshrac might pick off this kill. Brewmaster TPing in.
There it is.
Lands, and that is going to be a kill on her. What a turnaround by Rubik.
No more dominating streak for Crystal Maiden. Rest in peace.
Why doesn't she have, like, a Black King bar already?
I know, right? Seriously, get your farm together. God.
You have all the kills. I mean, she's 4-1.
Buy something. Anything.
That's so crazy. She bought Tranquil Boots. And
Yeah, she's got Tranks.
oh, Chaos Knight! Chaos Knight! Gonna get initiated on! That's dead. Yeah, even before this on strike lands. I mean,
He's not doing too well.
He's having a very 0-5 before. Very rough game for that carry. Not exactly what you plan on doing, but you know the rest of his team's doing just fine. Rubik 4-0. Queen of Pain, you know, at least getting a lot of farm, 50 CS. So, not terrible, but I mean, you just gotta feel. But his cast has 10 CS. It's just
5 deaths.
here.
It's
Oh,
rough.
middle. Invoker. Not enough with the salve. Trying to survive. Actually, the Invoker goes Urn of Shadows. This is a very different build than most Invokers can see.
Yeah, it's not something I generally build on an Invoker, but it's been it's been working. He's going more of a support Invoker, I guess, utility Invoker with that Urn of Shadows. It'll help Brewmaster. He needs to get a little bit more farm, though. He's only got 600. He's died 3 times, Brewmaster has. Bottom tower goes down by the Queen of Pain.
The way way I feel about it, though, if you're gonna go like more of a support invoker or something like that, go Quaswex.
Quaswex, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Chaos Knight! He just can't have a good day today. At least, you know, they get a pick off back on Brewmaster, which actually favored them, definitely, because Chaos Knight's just been nothing this game, whereas Brewmaster's having a pretty decent game so far. So.
Yeah, that's a good trade. I mean, Shadow Demon.
Look how much just the Fade Bolt does. Not half. Good Soul Catcher Bolt Disruption. Going all out. Steals the Soul Catcher, but uses on one of his own illusions. There's a great one as well as Demonic Purge. Sand King finally getting one of these kills for his way. And CM deciding not to take that one.
But she takes double damage, though.
Well, she's
got such a high right click.
Yeah, she needs it. I mean, she's going to go Maelstrom next, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was a big troll thing. Don't take me seriously, people. I've said comments like that before, and people are like, no, she's not. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that, honestly.
Is that a legitimate build? Should I do that?
I haven't seen it, but I'll give it a go. No, I mean, actually, middle, a little bit of just... Okay, it's a little bit of harassment. There's the double damage CM. Actually putting out a lot. That Sunstrike. Oh, just barely missing. One more. Oh, no. Is Chen going to survive? Appears that way. Wow.
Yeah, that Sunstrike was just a little too short.
I don't think she got her Frostbite off. Oh, she didn't originally. Okay. I was like, if that Frostbite could have been landed better, maybe. But Brewmaster just couldn't get in range for the Thunderclap. Really slapped that kill.
Yeah, he needs a Blink Dagger. I think he really needs to work towards that, which I think he's trying to do. Right now, it's really even, though. Like, both things are pretty much at 0 or 500.
Telekinesis. Brewmaster gonna need to ulti to survive, possibly. He really is not interested in surviving. Okay, there he goes. Comes out here. Sunstrike. Oh, what a hit! That was a nice snipe. You see them coming in. The Cyclone comes out. Does Brewmaster remember how much health he has after this, though? He is going to be in a lot of trouble if he... Yeah, okay, he's starting to run back now with that Earth Brutling. But actually getting spot out. Yep, he's gone. Way too divey there for FK. And, yeah, he's down, so...
Too
not
greedy.
a good thing for him.
This tower's in deny range. Are they going to deny it?
Hey, at least that was a nice Sunstrike.
That was a nice Sunstrike. They did get that off. It was very nice. But they can't keep throwing Brewmaster's life away. He won't be able to work towards a Blink Dagger. In fact, I think he's probably just going to not do it at this point in time. He's only got 70 gold. He bought a Magic Wand, so that's going to come to him. He's only got regular boots at this point. If he gets a Blink Dagger, it's going to be like 25 minutes, essentially. It's going to be very far away from right now. But then again, Chaos Knight's not too much better. He's only level 5, 6 steps, 19 CS, so... Invoker, though, doing really well with his own CS. It's about 1,800 gold.
Dire's middle tower has been
look at the
denied.
gold graph. It's pretty much 0. Experience, 500 in the Radiant. Oh, no, top.
Top.
Oh, that Sunstrike gonna land. Sand King getting the kill. Epicenter's still going out. They want to follow up. Actually, they want to run. They're in a little bit of trouble. Burst Strike is up again. Is he going to go back in is the question. No, they're going to retreat, I think, for the best way. But, oh, no, Telekinesis. Sand King not able to cast it in time. They're getting caught out left, right, and center. Chaos Knight is just being the martyr for his team, more or less.
Yeah, but at least, like we said earlier, the rest of the team is really farming well. You look at Rubik, he's done exceptionally well. He's died just once, and he's got 6 kills, so he's looking really strong. And I'm surprised that he's not going a Bloodstone at all. But at the same time, Queen of Pain doing really well as well. But it looks like Remy wants to come in here on this Queen of Pain in the middle. Here he goes. Sunstrike.
Right. That is going to land. That was a great setup there by Invoker. But now top, the chase coming out, not going to be able to do it. They're just going to get the tier 1 tower and get on their way with it. So yeah, this is just why it keeps staying even golden experience. You know, the team does one good thing and then the other team does another good thing. It's just back and forth. The only thing not doing well is his Chaos Knight this game.
Yeah, and he's just had the worst game, really. And he at this point, he can't get any farm. He's got regular boots and a bracer just to try to survive a little bit longer. I don't know. I don't know what he can do to really come back from this, if anything. Meanwhile, they're counter-warding in the middle, and looks like they're going to come after Remy here. Oh, no, that's just his illusions.
Gonna get his illusions big time.
Yeah.
Get that courier! I don't know how, but that would have been impressive.
Illusions kill the courier.
Illusions killing it somehow. That would have been a lot of damage from them. Sand King dangerously close to that Blink Dagger. A couple hundred gold off. 2 more creep waves, he should have it. And that's going to be really nice for his team then. Set up some epicenters blinking in. He's almost level 11 too. A level 2 ultimate, obviously, makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of damage. It's the pulses that it pulls out. The damage stays the same, but the pulses that it brings out extra is just it's just a ton. Meanwhile, middle tower will go down.
Going down, right? right on, and Sand King does buy his blink. Maybe he'll join up with his team now from bottom lane. You can just farm a little more. But yeah, I mean, they're just losing these tier 1s, and it's hard to stop it with a Chen and Leshrac on your team. I mean, you know, you can push pretty well. Sunstrike gonna miss. They're just using it on the rune just to check things out. Sand King's still pushing bottom, though. This tower is actually at 340 health, but there's a big rotation. A lot of Armaggeddon coming down here. Sandstorm just to do some damage. He needs to be right now.
Yeah, he needs to get out of there.
He is all for nothing. What is he thinking? Get out of there, Johnny. He's TPing. Can the telekinesis? Yes, it can. Sand King is down.
At least he bought his blink dagger before he died.
It's true. It wasn't a lot of wasted gold, but Rubik getting that much more farm this game. Has the Force Staff and Phase Boost and the I mean, he's got a lot of items going for him already this game. TP coming top. Sunstrike's gonna. Oh, what a blink right away. Well played. You see, actually. Oh no, Shadow Demon. Who are you gonna disrupt? A lot of choices. Not a lot of people apparently. Brewmaster all coming out. Really good combination by Invoker. Gonna kill Leshrac right away. Now they're gonna try to follow up. Invoker getting chased down. Gonna Ghost Walk. Survive for now. You see the Brewlings just cycling some heroes as well as gonna stun up this Chaos Knight. Are they gonna have any kind of follow-up though? Not really. Is the point here. Looks like Radiant actually is gonna destroy a tower in the meantime. But in the meantime, Brewmaster getting a lot of damage taken. Trying to TP, not going to happen. Ghost Walk's still here, so that's going to be in the favor of the Dire just a little bit.
Yeah, they had already lost a few heroes when they were running away from that, and instead of just running his rulings away, he just stayed in there and tried to fight them, but it just wasn't going to work. The entire Armaggeddon team was converging around him, and that's like one of the second or third time we've seen him get caught out of position just by staying in a fight too long. He's not super powerful, like we said. He doesn't have the farm that he needs to really do damage or take damage, or mobility-wise, he doesn't have that blink dagger. So at least Dafa is doing a good job of farming right now. Has that blink dagger with the arcane boots. He'll work towards something next.
Yeah,
probably a scepter.
Staffs you can see on the tab here for Primey's got one as well as the Rubik. You know, you've got the Ogre Club for Leshrac going, of course. Yeah, he's going to go for that BKB. Obviously, a lot of match damage coming out from this Radiant team. And that's what I was going to say. I predicted Chaos Knight getting a Black King bar with farm early. Obviously not happening this game, but still, if Rubik or Leshrac get one, they'll be just as effective in these team fights, doing all the AoE damage and whatever they're stealing, that kind of thing.
Absolutely, and a Rubik with free roam is a very scary thing, just because he can CC so well and just steal any spell that you try to put up on him, so you'll have to keep that in mind. I mean, the Fade Ball, like we talked about, the nuke, he has Deafening Blast currently, which is actually pretty scary. So, it does 200 damage. That's a lot.
Spell. Yeah, that's a good one to steal for sure. The Disarm, too, I mean, just nice to have all around. You're saying it's one of your favorite spells, so
it is.
It's that way for a reason, I think. It is a very powerful one to have. Yeah, no, I was trying to look through here. I mean, I'm not sure, though, how they're going to fall. They need the initiation here on the Radiant. I mean, we were comparing the team lineups late game, and Dire just looks like the driver's seat for that. They have the Chaos Knight, who, I mean, eventually he's got to get something, right? He just can't keep dying the whole game.
He'll work towards something eventually.
I mean, he's 07 and 8 right now, which is what you normally see a support be. But, he is still dying. They're actually going to push now top. Armaggeddon coming in. They could do a lot of damage to this tower. The Shack popping that Edict. Yeah, they don't have anything for defense here. They have a Dire fortification because they're trading a tier 2 for a tier 2, or that's the idea. But that one drops almost instantly. They gotta fall back. They really do. They need to defend this. TP now coming out for Sand King. These other two heroes, though, have chosen not to come back quite yet. Are we gonna see Epicenter Blake sometime soon? He's looking for it. Disruption comes out with a Sunstrike. Not enough, though. And I'm glad. Oh, actually, Epicenter's on cooldown. That would explain a lot of it.
Okay.
But Invoker in the meantime pushing. You see Rubik porting back now. They'll look to just kind of push this creep wave back, and they're going to fall back. But they get another tier 2 tower. There's still a tier 1 up in bottom lane for the Dire, so definitely getting the gold advantage from the towers alone.
It's just tough to push on them with this lineup. I mean, they just have a lot of mobility, number one, just to be able to move around. The Queen of Pain can get places pretty quickly. I mean, Rubik can counter push with the Fade Bolt. He can defend it pretty significantly. Then the push coming out from Leshrac. It's just a very strong pushing lineup is what it is.
Here we go. Baru Blake's in. Hasn't ulted yet. There's a great Burrow Strike. He's actually going to just channel a Sandstorm for now. That's going to be another kill. 3 down now for Dire. Rubik on the run. You see the force staffs coming out from both sides here, using that fire bully just to scout him out and do some extra damage. On top of that, a great tornado snipe coming out from Raimi. Can he get a last couple hits is the question. I don't think it's going to happen. And they might just look to now push another lane, possibly Roshan, but that might be a little bit risky. All these Ched Centaur gods. Oh my god, that's a lot of them, and they're all going to fall. That is really unfortunate for their team.
Okay,
Action comes out using the ice stab, but he's turning it around now. Going to force staff himself out. Ched is actually going to ulti. He should have used that back when he had his... Oh, he still has 2 Centaur Cons. I think that back action coming in on Rubik. Going to actually fall now to the Brewmaster, as well as Chaos Knight. Once again, good Queen of Pain ult. Can they kill the Invoker? One attack might be doing. He's got the Quas and the Ghost Walk. He's still alive, actually. Sand King going to teleport out. No, he's not. The Rift Walk comes out. He is going to fall. Okay, it looks like Blue will get out to fine, and they might now turn this into a Roshan if they choose.
Yeah, they should have. The Chaos Knight and the Rubik baiting, they were able to survive just long enough to get back to that tower, fight underneath the tower, get TPs coming in, and then turn it around. Everything was looking extremely well for the Radiant team there until, you know, they just got caught out again. The Queen of Pain ult was really nice. I'm surprised the Invoker was able to Quas Wex it immediately.
Reality Rift. Oh, she's gone. All those
Chaos Knight
won't save you here.
Chaos Knight gets a kill.
Hallelujah.
He's got 2,
Not
I
a
think.
shutout for him. And now they're going to get another 2-2 tower. One left after this one. I mean, they're just... This is the pressure strat. This is all they're doing. Telekinesis. Oh, not going to get off. Great disruption to save his life. But they need to defend this. They don't have blue. They need blue. I mean, he's still pushing. Why don't they come back? Look at all these illusions and Centaur Cons. Oh, my.
It's a Centaur Con army.
This is so scary. They're not doing anything. It's at half health. They need to defend this now. They need to come in ASAP.
That tower's gone.
Oh my god, the tower falls with no defense at all from EoG. Big misstep in my opinion. The TP comes out. Centaur, they just want him to go all out. He will. Well, he'll just run into him. But either way, he's going to fall back. A free tier 3 tower.
Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to play around there. He pushed the creep wave to the tier 2 in top, but it doesn't really do much for him. They'll just push it right back with a TP coming in from Chaos Knight, who is starting to get some farm. He's working towards that BKB. You can see he's got 2,200. He'll be able to buy him the Mithril Hammer, and then soon enough after that, he'll be able to get the recipe, and then he'll maybe be at least a little bit of use. Hang on the Queen of Pain, but she'll get out of there.
Yeah, they just, I mean, they're just not using what their full potential is. They have the Blink Brewmaster, the Blink Sand King. I mean, those two alone is a ton of AoE damage in any fight, and then, you know, you throw in Invoker spells, especially the Chaos Meteor and Deafening Blast. I mean, it's a ton of AoE damage. They're just... I was expecting something in that fight there, and they didn't use any of it.
No, they really didn't. I mean, we saw in the middle lane about 5 or 10 minutes ago, they jumped the entire Dire team and got a few kills, and they can do that again, and I think that's what they're going to try to do, at least look for some sort of gank/team fight here. They will find Chaos Knight in the top lane alone, and he'll probably go down if they're able to catch him.
Faisal, my poor boy.
Oh, where are they going?
Oh my gosh, they go the wrong way.
You kidding?
Oh my gosh, he survives.
Oh.
Who would have expected the direct path?
Yeah, why would you not?
Play by them, but oh well. I mean, they were just trying to predict, and it got wrong. It happens every now and then. But Leshrac now,
they're all rotating up.
Gold off this blacking bar, and like you said, Chaos Knight almost actually getting hit. Oh, he does finish it. All right.
There he goes.
So now he can do a lot, and he's got that Phantasm doing. He doesn't even need to build damage. That's the great thing about Chaos Knight. He just does a lot naturally with that ultimate. So, you know, as long as you have that BKB to survive, he's just going to Reality Rift, stun up people, and just annihilate them. And I don't know, we'll have to see if they can play it out well, at least here. Chaos Knight Reality Rifting. Force Staff comes out, though. Blacking Bar used already. That could be a good stun. Brewmaster. Disruption actually going to save him for now. He's going to need to ulti as soon as possible. Here comes the Epicenter. Going to do a good amount of damage. Gets a kill. Queen of Pain falls before she gets anything off. A great deafening blast comes out. Brewmaster kills that Chaos Knight now. Now Leshrac stunned up. That's going to be 3 more deaths in total. So now they're going to start cycloning up the Chen. They want to follow up a 4th kill here, and they should be able to get it by all rights. Oh my gosh, the Test of Faith going to make sure Shadow Demon dies. At least a good way to go out. That's going to be 4 for 1. Rubik now 1-on-180 steals the Burrow Strike. Look how much damage. Sand King actually taking a whole ton. And he's going to need to fall back using the Sandstorm just to peel him off. And are they going to be able to go for this top lane? Actually, they're all pretty hurt. Rubik might feel a little confident here with both his Arrow Strike as well as Fate Bolt. doing a lot of damage. Wow, he might be able to hold us off just by himself.
Yeah, this is impressive, and he's pretty farmed to this point. There, that tornado misses. He also stole
He
it,
steals Tornado.
which is pretty huge if he can get it off. But now Queen of Pain's chasing.
He needs a Ghost Walk right now. Here it comes. Gonna pop it. But remember, you have a tornado. Good hit. Now if a tornado lands,
He doesn't give it a shot. Wrong way completely.
Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Wow, what a fight for EoG, huh?
EoG looked so strong, but they were just so low they couldn't stay there. They did the right thing though. They backed off. They shouldn't have tried to take that tower. They got the kills that they needed to kill. They got some more farm out of it, and now they're looking a bit better. But Rubik's coming down here into the middle lane. Sand King doesn't want to get caught out.
Veil of Discord going down on Sand King. Very nice pickup for his team. Adds that magic damage so much when you get that in the fight. You know, and also the Aghanim, look how much closer Brew is after that fight. 3 of the 4 components.
Just needs the point booster, which is like 600, 700 away at this point.
He's going to be even that much more of a threat in these fights. I mean, as long as he doesn't die before that ulti, that is the most crucial thing. You saw him get initiated on there, and then the awesome disruption by Shadow Demon, pretty much negating any of that stun or any of that CC. And then he popped it and just annihilated. The Epicenter came out right after that too. They picked off Queen of Pain before she did anything in that fight. You know, if you can kill these big heroes before the start of the fight, yeah, you're obviously going to put it in your favor substantially.
Yeah, and I think the BKB came out from the Chaos Knight a little early. Popped his Phantasm, and he was doing some damage, but the rest of his team wasn't there. You saw the Queen of Pain coming shortly afterwards, but the Chaos Knight went down as well. So I think they need to wait for the initiation. I think they need to have everything set up. They need to have the Sonic Wave and a nice, 2 or 3 hero clump up. I mean, which is a lot to ask for, obviously, but if they can get that, be in a good position here. They need that Queen of Pain to survive and just do the damage. She's got a Lincoln Sphere now, so...
I'm going to check out the grass. I haven't done that in a while. So that was a nice dip back up. They were down about 7,500 gold, now only about 4,000. So a nice 3,500 gold swing. Experience now definitely in their favor, about 3,200. Of course, that's what happens in these late game fights. If you come out 4-1 or in a fight, you're going to get a ton of experience advantage, especially if you kill the big heroes like they did. So really nice in favor of EoG there.
Here's something to consider. There's neither a mech nor a pipe on the side of EoG right now, so they don't have that healing ability like Chen has, and I think that's pretty huge. That could swing a team fight in one way or another. And the thing is, who are you going to get it on? You can't really get it on a Shadow Demon or a Crystal Maiden because they can't get the farm for it.
You could debate that. I think Shadow Demon or Crystal Maiden could build a mech. In fact, Crystal Maiden could have built it by now. She has 3 bracers, tranquils, and 600 gold.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole 3 bracers... I mean, if you're a Crystal Maiden, you're not thinking about survivability, you're thinking about helping your team. I mean, I know you don't want to die, but...
No points in ult either. So, why are you going so tanky if you're not planning on being up front in the fight? That's a little questionable. I think I would have preferred mech. But then again, maybe it's worked out for her. Maybe there's been times where she barely survived thanks to those bracers. I mean, it's hard to really judge.
Well,
but yeah, I think they really
often.
could benefit at least from some kind of pipe. I think pipe would be more important than mech at this point. Just because, the fact that they
Sonic
can
Wave.
prevent damage before they even initiate, as well as look how much magic damage on this Dire team. I mean, while they do have the Chaos Knight, he's nothing super scary yet. Whereas Rubik, oh boy, what is happening here? Brewmaster is coming in here. Actually going to initiate here and go in. I actually lost my volume. I'll try to figure that out in a second. But in the meantime, I'm going to still narrate the fight if you can even hear me as I'm going here. The Force Stab comes out on Rubik as well as the Stone. And they're looking to keep going in here. Going to get a kill on the Rubik, actually. Very nice one. The Tornado now coming out for Chen. He is in a lot of trouble. Frostbite comes out, and he is going to certainly fall. He's going to die there as well. Double kill for Invoker. 2 heroes down. Kind of chasing this Queen of Pain. I'm not sure exactly what has happened with my volume, though, because I have not muted it, but I can't hear anything. It's still with me.
Can you hear me?
Mod, are you here?
Yeah. Yes.
Wicked sick.
Hello.
Okay, I can't hear you, though.
You can't?
I apologize to the world. I don't know what's going on with my volume.
Really? I wonder.
Oh, don't ask for a pause. No. Don't pause. Okay. Alright. So,